What is up, Cruise Fanatics? It is I, Ruben the Cruise Nerd, here to talk about the newest member of the Triton Class Disney Cruise Line fleet, the Disney Destiny. If you're anything like me, then I'm sure you guys are beyond excited for the next Disney cruise. When it comes to cruising, Disney has and probably always will be my favorite cruise line to sail with. The food, the entertainment, the service, all these things and more are the reasons why I personally love the DCL the most out of any other cruise line. So, with two brand new ships coming later this year, there's a lot to talk about in 2025. Actually, you can expect a separate video on the Disney adventure later this week. For now, let's focus on the new ship to join Disney's Triton Class, the Disney Destiny, which sets sail on its maiden voyage on November 20th of 2025. So, here's everything we know about the Disney Destiny. So to talk about the Disney Destiny and what makes it stand out, we first need to talk about its sister ships, the Wish and the Treasure. Because all three ships are in the same class, for better or worse, the floor plan of the Destiny will be relatively the same for the most part. This also means that some of the attractions, entertainment, and dining experiences will appear across multiple ships, with some exclusive experiences to each ship, including the Destiny. For example, when we take a look at the top three decks of all three Triton class ships, you'll see that they're mostly the same thing on each ship. An adults only section with the Quiet Cove's adults only pool that overlooks the stern of the ship, and the Aqua Mouse, Disney's very own water coaster at sea. However, it's when you start looking at the details of each ship, the overarching theme of each ship, and the exclusive experiences and entertainment on each ship that you'll start to notice the differences between the Destiny and its two sister ships. Again, looking at the Aqua Mouse as an example, exclusive to the Destiny, the Aqua Mouse will instead be themed around Disney's villains. Now, every Disney ship has its own story to tell, and the Disney Destiny is no different. For the Destiny, we dive into the rich history of Disney's very own heroes and villains across the ages. Starting with the exterior of the ship, you have superhero Minnie on the bow of the ship, and the first Marvel character to appear as the key focus of the stern of the ship in the form of Spider-Man. On this note, Disney has been very vocal about the fact that Marvel will play an important role on this ship. As I already said, Spider-Man will be the first Marvel superhero to appear on the stern of the ship, but he's not the only key Marvel character on this ship. In the Grand Hall, for example, guests will immediately be greeted by a Black Panther statue, as well as a Grand Hall that is themed around Wakanda, the home kingdom of T'Challa. This also includes the return of the Worlds of Marvel dining experience, a fan favorite on both Treasure and Wish. Even the tower suite aboard the Disney Destiny is inspired by Marvel's very own Tony Stark. The staterooms will be very similar to other Disney ships, as standard rooms will feature their signature split bathroom plan with its own Disney flair when it comes to the design of the room, while concierge rooms will feature even more theming, with notable films like The Incredibles and Hercules providing the inspiration for those rooms. Okay, so let's turn our attention to some of the entertainment and dining experiences aboard the Disney Destiny next. As with its sister ships, the Disney Destiny will feature the return of Disney Sees the Adventure, an original Broadway caliber show that, in my opinion, is arguably the best original show I've seen on a Disney cruise ship. You'll also be able to check out Frozen as well, but the true signature show on this ship is the debut of Disney's Hercules as the exclusive Disney show of the Destiny. And yeah, considering that Hercules is in my top 5 favorite Disney movies of all time, you know I'm excited about this, and this is without a doubt one of the things I'm most excited about when it comes to the Destiny. As for the dining experiences, you'll see the return of Worlds of Marvel, which I already mentioned, but you also see the return of 1923, two restaurants that appeared on the Wish and the Treasure. But again, the unique dining experience on the Destiny is what really steals the show, as it's themed after Disney's The Lion King. Pride Land's Feast of the Lion King will feature a Savannah-themed restaurant with live entertainment themed around your favorite songs from The Lion King. But it's not just the restaurants and the shows that's different aboard the Disney Destiny. In fact, some of the more notable and exciting changes aboard the Destiny comes from the bars and the lounges. While the Haunted Mansion parlor, as seen on the Treasure, will be returning, the Destiny features different bars themed after the most iconic heroes and villains of Disney. The Piano Lounge, for example, is themed after the Queen of Villains herself, Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. This adult-only piano bar is completed with a spotted piano, which is just awesome to think about. At least in the concept art, it looks pretty cool. Cass and Cannon, a Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar complete with a unique and extensive rum menu that'll really make you feel like you're living life like a pirate, is another enjoyable experience for us Disney adults. Plus, you have other lounges and bars all around the ship, including but not limited to a Doctor Strange themed lounge called the Sanctum, and bars inspired by characters like Merida and Megara from Pixar's Brave and Disney Hercules. As for the itinerary, Disney Destiny will set sail on its maiden voyage on November 20th, 2025. However, with that ship currently sold out, the earliest but definitely not the cheapest you can set sail on the Destiny is November 24th, a 4-day voyage that will take you to not one but both of Disney's private islands, Castaway Cay and Lighthouse Point. However, if you're really wanting to book a voyage on the Disney Destiny, I recommend holding out and booking ahead for 2026, where there are 3-night, 4-night, 5-night, and even 7-night voyages all sailing out of Fort Lauderdale at a much more affordable cost. Sailings include ports in Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Disney's 2 exclusive private islands, Grand Cayman, and much more. But anyway, thanks for watching Cruise Fanatics, and if you're interested in booking a future cruise on the Disney Destiny, or any cruise line for that matter, consider supporting the channel without any cost to you at all by using the Cruise Nerd for your next cruise vacation. Just email me at Ruben.Colon@enchantedway.com and I'll get right on getting you a free quote without any sort of commitment required. Thanks again, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Cruise Nerd. Take care.